Hi everybody, what's going on? My name's OmegaGingy and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Hey! Oh god damn, this is a reading one. I forgot about that. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori? Sayori? Okay, so I'm gonna state this right now. I will probably botch the shit out of the names. I suck at pronouncing, and actually, I suck at pronouncing just English names half the time. But when I think it's Japanese, would be her name Sori, Saibori. Yeah, it's like my tongue twisted. So I'm sorry ahead of time. Now, this game, I do have the content warning turned on. I figured it'd probably be best though. I've heard this game does have some fun, like graphic scenes. Not really fun scenes, but graphic scenes. I don't really remember if I ever watched anybody fully play this game or not. I think on Jacksepticeye's channel, or it could have been Markiplier's. They were playing it, but I never cared to watch. But seeing it was on PlayStation Plus, I was like, I'd give this game a shot. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But she's going to chase after me like this, I feel almost better off running away. However, I I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Huh. Maybe. But only because I decided to stop and wait for you. I honestly forgot that this game didn't have any voice acting. I thought it actually did. Um, which really kind of sucks for these visual novel games because after a while, really hate reading and try to do these voices. You say that you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Yeah, what you mean? Well, if people stared at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say. I'm probably gonna do that. I might just not say their fucking names just in case like I said earlier, botch the shit out of it. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Oh, wait, that's me. Never mind, I was reading the wrong person. I haven't been looking either. Oh, that's not true. You told me you wanted to join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever the hell she's talking about. Likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content with just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Just like I'm doing right now, spending my free time with games and anime. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you being a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Well, sorry to tell you, well, I'm not really a NEET, but I do like to stay home and play video games and rather watch movies online than watch movies in the theater. Not really because I hate people or anything, but just for the fact that movie theaters cost so goddamn much. And it's more cheaper to just kind of wait for it to be online and spend that money on candy online, or spend that money on candy and then watch the movie online. You trust me, right? Lady, you came in through my window last night and I woke up to you blowing me, so of course I trust you. I don't know why, but I do anyways. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Again, like I said, she came in through my window last night and blew me. Also, I should have stated that this is not for kids. Though again, my channel is not for kids to begin with anyways. More on that. I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. If only school was like that. My God, you go to school at 8, you wake up at like 7:30, and then like you're out by 8:15 to go catch the bus, and by like 9 o'clock you're at the fucking school, depending on how long the goddamn bus trip is. And then it's like you get there, and the fucking first bell rings, and it's just like the second you walk in that classroom at like say 9:05 in the morning, you're dreading the fucking day. You're staring out. You are one of the lucky ass people if you're by the window because you could just stare outside and not look like a creep when you're staring across the goddamn classroom at the other students if you're on the other side. And you're just sitting there staring at that clock and you're like, oh my God, when's the first bell? When's break? When can I leave? Oh my God. Motherfucker, I want to go home already. You're just laying your head down on the fucking desk and going to sleep, and the teacher comes over, smacks the ruler on the desk, wakes your ass up, and she's like, what's fucking 2 + 2? And you're like, I don't know, you're booby. And she's like, correct. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. She wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayu? Ori. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it Ori. Ori! Ori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, as she climbs under the desk and know what? Well, yeah, you could join my club. Ori? Yeah? There is no way I'm joining your club. Yeah, meanie. Ori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since She was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Okay, so you could have led that at first. You could have said cupcakes, because I would have fucking followed you. Don't make promises you can't keep. Man, this should have been a dialogue choice. Go or don't say that. I can't tell, Ori. I know it's Saori or Sayori. Probably Sa and then Ori or Sayori. Because again, it's Say and then Ori. So it might be Sayori. I'm not sure, but I just like calling her Ori. Like, Oreo. Is really that much of an airhead? Or is she so cunning as to have planned all this out? I let out a sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for the cupcakes, okay? Yay, let's go. Yay! This is a regretful thing to do. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Thank God I'm a ginger, and I can't sell my soul for a cupcake, but I'll take that cupcake. I delectably followed Ori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Ori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hey everyone, the new member is here. Told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Girl 1. Ori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? You look like Ori. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah! OJ! OmegaGingy. Ah! What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Biggie, Smally in the middle. I wonder which one's got the bigger tits between the two. Probably, I'm gonna go with the purple hair. Though again, she's kind of on her side. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, her name is apparently Natsuki. Suki. Or not. Natsuki? Is one I don't recognize. Probably because she's got nothing on the chest and I don't pay attention to that. As that's the kind of guy I would be in high school, and actually kind of was. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Ori. Or Sayori. Fuck it, I'm gonna try to pronounce her names. Or bosh the shit out of it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm flipping it over. Tell me down in the comments what you guys prefer. If you guys want me to just bosh the shit out of their names the best I can, or try to make up different names. Alright, so Ori, or Sayori. So she kind of has the same facial features, it's just she's shorter. Or, well, Ori's is taller than the other lady, the other girl. You can't just ignore her when she's getting moody. Ori says that quickly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Yeah, it's Natsuki. See, I already forgot their names. Natsu. Always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Aw, she's so cute. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, Seems I have a hard time keeping up with people like Ori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica? Yeah, I'm gonna say that's Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's good to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. We know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, loves to suck dick. Well, I should know because she sucked my. I mean, I didn't tell that. I didn't tell anybody. I'm thinking about that. You people, nobody knows. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so generally feels like a fucking dream. Hey, you too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Oh, I'm sorry. Then how about I make some tea as well? Ooh, cupcakes and tea? The girls have a few desks ranged to form a table. Mentioned it would be widened so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Ori. Walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Ori. God damn it. Next to Ori. Natsuki promptly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Da-da. Ooh. Lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn in with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea. You were so good at baking. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. So he grabs the first one, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Alright. So Ori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers looking for the best angle to bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sorry, said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you no dummy. Alright, damn. Don't bite my fucking head off. Yeet. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yori returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Not really, no. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yori's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yori looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Um, I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I should tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Saori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Saori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? Oh, we'll make sure. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be the board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Ah, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others into literature, then I'm fulfilling my dream. Monica? Oh, Monica's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Eventually, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. You know, you could just say literature club, cute girls, and cupcakes, and every fucking boy will be there. Probably some girls too. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Meeting boys. That's their goal. That's what they don't show on screen is after school, and when it goes the next day, what they don't show is that, well, I got it all. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they are all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Well, some of them. Not all of them, it seemed. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that question. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsu's head suddenly perks up. It's like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Oh, I think I said that was my thing. Kinda sucks there isn't like dialogue options to this game. Usually with games like this, it usually has like some dialogue choices, like what kind of stuff do you like to read, and it pops up like little like 3 choices or something. It's like, oh, I like to read like comic books. I like to read manga. If it's an adult game, usually it says I like to read porn mags or something like that. I don't know. Could have been like that. Like I like to read comic books. I like to read like old literature. I like to read manga, Actually, I really don't read manga. I prefer watching the anime, to be honest. Anyway, what about you, Yori? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. This is going to be a long story. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. See, like fantasy stories. Level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. Actually, the one book series I'm currently working on is Everworld, is what it's called, which currently I'm working on trying to find the fucking books. I'm only missing like 5 or 6 books out of the entire collection, because there's 12 books in total. And I have, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think I'm missing 5 and 6. Yeah, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, and 12. Yeah. So I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm missing like 4 books. Yeah, I think I'm missing 5, 6. And then I have 7, 8, and then I think I'm missing 10, or I'm missing 9 and 11. So 5, 6, 9, 11. Yeah, so I'm missing 5 books out of that. Then the other book series I was reading before was The Chronicles of Vladimir Todd, which was also another good story, which I kind of got to like the second book and then fell off and keep meaning to go back. Alright, she seems so relevant, reserved, and timid since the moment I walked in, but is obviously obsessed by the way her eyes... Oh, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up, well, that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I deliberately grasped something I can't relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. She could turn into a fucking psychopath. But if a story makes you think, or takes you to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over for me for a split second. Never mind. Ah, I think Natsuki is a virgin, and usually in horror movies the virgin actually lives, which is kind of weird. Well, old horror movies, like old 80s, 90s horror movies, it's always a virgin that lives, and then the second movie, the sequel, she usually has sex and dies anyways. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give it back. Fine. Your cupcake, your poems. Everything you do is as cute as you are. Saori slides up behind her and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki. Oh, Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust formed of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yori? Oh, maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share ideas. Share hers. I guess it's the same for Yori. Aw, I wanted to read someone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. As she looks at me, and then I'm just sitting there like, oh shit. Yori look quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of this club. As Saori has her hand down my pants. And Yori is looking at her like, I want to put my hand down his pants too. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I wanted to join this club. Saori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose all track of thought because I have 4 girls that are looking at me sad and pissed off. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Let's see. Upset, wanting to stab me. Sad, wanting to stab me. But I'm sure I thought, Omega, you're all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this, and they're all with their hand on my pants? If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Why don't I get the option to actually join this? One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Saori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. You realize you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that's it. We can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Oh, OmegaGingy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, Do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sir and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Saori, Natsuki, Yori, and of course Monica. It's going like somewhat big titties, looks like flat chest titties, really big titties, and big titties. Well, will I really be happy spending every day after school at the literature club? Well, with four beautiful girls, I fucking sure as hell would. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of those girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. No fucking won't. I'm sorry, we're ginger. We don't have good fortune. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think the favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem most. Wait, do they all hop? Wait, I don't get it. Oh, they're just hopping. I have to... Sugar... Explode... Joy... Games... Fun... Fun... Dark... Frightening... Awesome... Sensation... Anime... This is probably the stupidest anime. Amazing. Vibrant. Lust. Uncontrollable. Laughter. Precious. Doki Doki. Poetry slam. Oh, cool! I got a trophy. Fireflies. Kiss. And I think I said excitement. Excitement. Massacre. Okay, well, I think that's going to be the fun end of this fun episode. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I hope you drop a like, leave a comment, and I'll catch everybody later.